a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in and I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the taste. Hurry up, no covered lies. You know we love it, the sacred stage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I'm one of two hosts, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
I am Michael Zapsik. How you doing, folks?
I think the folks are doing good. How
doing
are you?
Seriously, I'm doing well, thank you. So last week, I was doing something for Mr. Joe Bodner.
And I was doing stuff for Mr. Kevin Smith.
Yes, you
so
were.
We
I was
busy.
doing a little color commentary last Wednesday.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun.
I knew you would have some fun with that.
Oh my God, Joe and I, we were like bouncing off each other. It was a lot of fun, and I got to like drop a little comic knowledge.
So
nice.
Explain to the people exactly what you were doing.
So Joe Bodner is the owner and proprietor of Bodner's Auctions, and he is
he's one of those motherfuckers.
He's one of those slick talking 600 5 5 5 5 6 5 5 5
auctioneer.
He is an auctioneer, and
it definitely rubbed off on you.
Oh my God, he is.
Oh yeah, no man.
He's amazing, and he was the week before he had done the auctioneer convention, and I think he ranked in like the top 15 of he is
like that
thousands of auctioneers, which is really cool
because he's not only got the combination of the actual skill of the 330 like that aspect of it,
right?
But he's also like very personable. Like
of course,
he's quite a showman.
Yes, he has a bit of the raconteur about him. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know that word, look it the fuck up. What's the matter with you? So.
We're not Jules. We don't do the word of the week.
Yeah,
that's her segment.
Yeah, that's Jules ain't here this week. Look it up yourself.
There's Google. It's easy.
It's Google.
What's going on, Carlo? And what's going on, Silver Knight Kyle?
And this past weekend, that was last Wednesday, but this past weekend we did our community draw here. Which I saw the photos. That looked awesome. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of very talented people here doing commissions for people. It was, your chance to get some comic art very cheap. So that was very nice. So on my end, so I'll lead with this. I actually was on a film set not too long ago.
No kidding. Which one? I got an opportunity from my friend Rob. Shout out to my buddy Rob Watt. Got me a gig on this short film that he was producing.
Is it Reggie Watt's kid?
No, different affiliation. Okay. But no, it was an incredible time. I love being on film sets. It is honestly.
Oh yeah,
it's honestly my happy place.
Well, it's the crafts table is my happy place. So
yeah, listen, I have my own top 5 of happiest places.
Okay. Oh, top 5.
It's top 5.
Yeah, come on, let's see that in the comments.
See those comments. So I have like my list of like things that I love to be. And film sets for me, I thrive on. I feel like I'm my best self.
Yeah.
I'm in my element. I'm working. I'm focused.
I've never seen you on a film set, but I've seen you behind the scenes at stuff where we are filming. Yeah. And I saw you at KP Burke's when you were filming his comedy special.
Oh man, I was hyper focused on.
You were, and it was like, "Hi, Christian, shut the fuck up." Yeah, I'm like, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
This is how you know. Like, because I love to greet people. I always love to make it like, "Oh, how are you? How you doing?" If I'm in the middle of working, it'll be like the hi, bye.
Yeah,
and especially if
you were gone. Listen, I have no time for you. Get the fuck out of me.
I love you, but I don't have time for you.
Yes, exactly.
No offense. But beyond that, it was a great short 2 days of just working with a really, really dope script. That should be out probably next year.
Fantastic.
That'll do it for the festival circuit.
All right, and you will tell us, and we will be here for it.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get them to enter that into Smog Castle next year.
Wonderful, because I
I think the submissions is over. ish.
Yeah, I'm sure you can shoehorn in there.
Yeah, probably. But then after that, we had Vulgathon. Finally, Vulgathon came and went, but it was awesome. We had almost 700 people show up in total.
Yep.
We packed all the theaters.
You did?
Showing all of the movies from Clerks to Clerks 3.
Gotcha.
And,
we opened up early that Saturday.
You did.
We stayed late on Friday, and we opened up very early. We were here at 8:00, and we did have some takers. There were people who came in.
I had heard that we had some people fly in from Australia.
Yeah, there were
do this
people all over the place.
That's the one thing that I always thought was cool too.
The best part of Kevin's fandom is that it's multinational. That's what it is international. Multinational.
You were there, Carlo? You should have come said hello.
Carlo came and say hi to me.
I was not working audio this time around. They did not actually need me for that. So
you were working, you were bopping? You were working the concessions?
I was working concessions in the back. They set me up in my own little booth. Nice. And I had my little sign that says autographs for $1. And then I crossed out $1. It said 50 cents.
Very nice.
But no, I was just interacting with fans who were coming and hanging out through that section of the theater. And it was so much fun interacting with people. We were all riding the storm together between the movies. We were like, all right, guys, take a break, go run to the bathroom, make sure you get there quickly before movie number 5 starts. And you know that line's going to be crazy. But it was such a fun time. I love doing events there. Because you always see the nicest people who are so excited to watch these movies.
Yes.
And it's so infectious.
And to be honest with you, the infection starts at the top.
Okay.
It does. Well,
okay. Oh, okay. And I thought you were going to make I thought you were going to make a sick joke. And I was just like, what's going on?
No. That joyousness starts at the top. Kevin loves his fans. Kevin Smith is one of the most, and I'm not saying this because he's my boss.
No.
I'm saying this because I have witnessed it firsthand. He is he loves his fans. So that's something you never see.
No, not at all.
No.
Even I'm not that great with people who are like, I love the show. Sometimes I'm just like, oh God, thank you for watching. But it was so much fun. I think we're doing it again next year or some variant of it.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be happening more and more.
I thought you're like,
no, I can't figure it out. We got some other comments I just wanted to acknowledge. Carlos said Vulgathon was unreal. It was an amazing time. What's going on, 3 Alarm Comics?
It's Scott Huberman.
And then Scott
Schwinn
said he had a great time meeting you last time he was at the Stash. You should roll through again, my friend.
Yeah, come see the new place.
And then Silver Knight Kyle with one of his gems. When I have Swamp Ass, I'll introduce myself as Landfill before giving them a stink palm handshake.
That's gross.
That's disgusting.
So yeah,
good to know, so I won't shake your hand.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Just not going to shake your hand, buddy.
Yeah, no, not going to happen.
It's like, hey, dude, no offense, but I'm not shaking your damn hand.
What's going on, Anthony? From much love from
the Bad Wabbit crew.
Yep, DMW Comics. What's going on, man? And then Christopher Hewitt asked the $1 million question. Have you guys watched Deadpool Wolverine? Have you had a chance, boss?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I love it.
It
was written for me. It was written for guys like me. It was written for, this is complete fan service. And I heard so many people are like, oh my God, it was written by like a 4th grader. I'm like, yeah, 4th grade me. And, what kind of moron would write that? I'm like, a moron like me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And all those little, oh my God, the John Byrne Brown costume. This is where you were battling the Hulk. Is he behind me? And it's like, and then you saw the green arm.
We don't want to spoil it.
It was a one. We'll do that. You're gonna get a little bit of spoilers, but
it was dope.
So many little nods and Easter eggs that was just amazing.
I have a concept though that I hope the MCU picks up moving forward. I know that Stan is no longer with us to do cameos.
Mm-hmm.
I want Deadpool to pick up that mantle.
I still want Kevin to do it.
I think that
Kev should be the heir apparent.
There's
Nick Franco.
Too.
Nick Franco. Nick had an extra ticket to go see KP Burke last week, and unfortunately, I was like, speaking of swamp ass, I was swamped up to my ass with stuff to do around here. So it was. I want to thank him so much for inviting me. That's
it's appreciated. What's going on, Keith? Thanks for tuning in. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
Carlo just left this comment. How relieved was Ernie after the last person at Vulgathon walked out? He kept everything running like a well-oiled machine. He really did. Ernie had plotted that event out very, very well.
Ernie is amazing. And I'm not just saying that because Ernie is Ernie is
Ernie's Ernie.
He's a planner. He's a measure twice, cut once guy. So anything that he's doing, for me, there's a little bit of, because I anticipate trouble happening on the fly. Ernie anticipates it and squashes it before it happens. For me, I don't do that because it just for in here, it's a different beast.
Watching him and Kevin run between the theaters was so funny too.
Because
because we also had King Mufasa come through.
Yes.
And do.
I would love to meet King.
He's so nice.
I've heard.
So nice.
I know. I want to get over there one of these days and just meet him.
And also, if you guys haven't checked out any of his social media page, very receptive of questions and very, very active in talking and engaging with the Kevin Smith community.
That's great.
He's very much appreciative of these events. So he would come through for the Chasing Amy portions and
that's cool.
Introduce that movie. But then in between the theaters, I would then watch Ernie and Kev just bolt from theater to theater.
From your little vantage point.
Yeah. But I loved it. It was so much fun.
Take a look. Does it look like he's powered down?
It does look like that. You think maybe we should introduce him? Because that actually relates back to this question.
It does.
Did I miss Mitch? No, you didn't miss Mitch. We're about to bring him in because Mike wants you to introduce to the people
I
who
would
we have.
love
We got
to
a guest.
We do have a guest this week, and it's someone I am proud to call a con promoter. Mitch and I go way back. Mitch was on Comic Book Men. Mitch was he's got the longest running Indiana Jones podcast out there. You know what? I love Mitch. We used to go to Comic Con, Terrific Con every year.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrific Con is up at Mohegan Sun and one of my favorite cons on the East Coast. And that's saying something because we're all over there. So let's bring in Mr. Mitch Hallock. Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, kids. How are you?
What up?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good. I was getting so choked up by all those nice things that Mike was saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And you'll never hear him again.
I was about to say, enjoy it while it lasts.
Exactly.
It was a one-time deal.
Now I'm just going to beat you down. No,
I was going to say, you like me. You really, really like me.
Sure thing there, Aunt May. She died too, now didn't she?
Sally Field's still with us.
She is. She's. Is Rosemary, what's her name, still with us? The first Aunt May?
No, Rose. I was thinking that. I watched that the other day. They had him in the theaters at Sony. I think Rosemary Harris, is that her name?
Hey, sure, why not?
I think
she's like 96. She's
96, really?
Something still
yeah. Uncle Bennett's still nail her.
He's dead.
Well, he's dead.
Cliff Roberts.
He'd nail anyone then.
Very problematic.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, people have it. Hey, don't kink shame people. What the hell is wrong with you? I thought we were all inclusive.
I guess many things. I'll excuse myself.
No, then get out of here. No, I'm kidding. Get back. Go over here. You got to pack this up and get it out of here. So, Mitch, let's talk about Terrificon's coming up in
next week, August 16th to the 18th. Yes.
Ye and Ha.
Yeah,
so tell us a little bit. Tell us some guests. Tell us what you got going on, my friend.
It is the best guest list, obviously not as good as the ones you were on, but this is probably the second best ever I've ever put together because it's all about the comics, man. I mean, I can get my celebrities, and I got some, but as a comic book man yourself, that's what we want to see. We want to see Jim Lee. We want to see Mark Waid. We want to see Brian Azzarello, Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. These names mean stuff to comic book
Chris
people.
Campana.
Steve Epting. Ron Garney. My best buddy in the world, Jerry Ordway, will be back.
Awesome. How about do we have Roy Thomas this year, or no? Roy's not going to be there.
Roy's not going to be at the show. No.
Okay.
Howard Chaykin's going to be there, though.
Howard Chaykin.
If you want to co-create Wolverine, come on down, man. You could do it. Anybody. I think we're going to have a contest. You could do that if you want to be that. So no, it's just a smorgasbord, as Mason Reese would say when he ate his
smorgasbord.
When you have that many people booked for these conventions, I'm assuming that you start booking the second this con is over.
I have people for next year already. So
2025, good man.
You gotta nowadays because there's so many shows again. First there was none, and now there's a ton. So you got to get on the run and get them when you can. You like that?
We did like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, no, man. I got more than that, I mean, literally, it's crazy.
Going on here.
It's crazy.
I have no idea who Ray J. Johnson is.
I don't.
You could call me Ray. You could call me Jay, but you don't have to call me RJ.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, it's a comic book fans, dare I say, wet dream of a guest list.
Their holy grail of a guest list. I mean,
that's a little bit better.
Yeah. When you were rattling off the names, Mike's jaw was just progressively going lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, yeah. Because these are the people. These are the people that made the books that make that store run.
Yeah, and
they're called Comic Cons for a reason.
Yeah, and they're also the people that make the stories that eventually become those
$1 million movies.
That you like to watch.
Yeah, Chris Claremont's there. We talked. You just talked about Wolverine. That's the guy, man. I mean, you want to talk about who really created the character of Wolverine. The man has written the character more than anybody else, I believe, in the last 40 years.
I'm going to have to debate you a little bit about that.
Really?
There's a John Byrne thing. John Byrne, Canadian. Loved him.
I know, but I'm saying as an ongoing series.
I know, but I'm saying the one who breathed life into Wolverine. I think we'd have to give it to John Byrne.
Okay. I will give you that because I'm a Byrne fan myself. My Alpha.
You're a Byrne victim. There you go. See, you like that?
He's the only guest I do not have coming to the show, though I do try because he lives right here in Connecticut.
He does, but he doesn't do many. You know what you do? You turn Terrificon into Star Trek Terrificon.
I know. He's a big Trekkie.
A big Trekker.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of Trekkie guys coming. I got Walter Koenig, I'm sorry. Mr. Chekhov is coming to the show this year.
Kipton.
Original.
I love this.
That's
this
so
is
cool.
Good.
It's right down the street where we make the nuclear vessels over
Groton.
Yeah, Groton Subyards. But
how long have you been putting this convention together?
9th year at Mohegan Sun. 9 years. I had dark hair when this started, but now
you never had dark hair, my friend.
No, I was always salt and pepper.
You were.
And Mike used to go to my show. Mike was at my shows when I used to be at a hotel. I used to produce shows here. One-day suckers that would get like 5,000 people in the
Comic Con.
Yeah.
It was CONN.
Yeah.
Comic Con. Like
back in the day. But
if I didn't get John Byrne to go to your con, I don't know what will.
You know what? He almost got here. In 2018, we had Joe Sinnott, God rest his soul, was there. We gave Roy Thomas an award for a lifetime of comic book contributions. And Joe was there. And Byrne was coming down I-95 to Mohegan Sun to have dinner with Joe and his son, Mark. And Joe got really ill because he was about 90 back then. So he had to go home. So they called Byrne up and said, hey, Joe's going home. He's not feeling well. So Byrne just turned his car around and went right back to his house. And that got
just like that scene in National Lampoon's Vacation when they're driving away from Wally World.
Yeah.
Sorry. Joe Sinnott got sick.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. The moose out front should have told you.
I love Joe Sinnott. Joe Sinnott was a big Comic Book Men fan, and I was like,
yeah, he was. Yeah,
he came up, he gave me a hug, and his son Mark was.
That's gotta feel dope.
It was. I was like, oh my god, Joe Sinnott knows who I am.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
Right?
Was that the moment for you where things might have clicked a little bit?
At Terrific Con, I also met Aki How cool
Keith
was that?
won? Short round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
That was great because we were sitting there and
was that before his Oscar win?
Yes, very
Oh
much.
God, yeah. It was 9 years ago. I'll tell you what, everybody thought I was crazy for booking him because I had people going.
I told you weren't. I told you because you're like, should I get him? Because I'm telling you, Mitch,
he had 2 movies.
Me.
That was it.
And I was like, this is fantastic because he was doing the stunt coordination for a bunch of movies. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Having Short Round there? That's genius. I said, you are a visionary, sir. And I salute you. And I doff my hat to you. And we went up to the green room and someone was there trying to get in under our credentials.
Are you serious?
Shrimp cocktail, man.
Oh my God. He ordered 3 shrimp cocktails too.
Yeah. Robert Bruner, they were saying. I go, there's no Robert Bruner. Who are they talking about?
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, is it Robert Bruner? And because we thought it was the artist,
Frank Bruner.
Bruner. Yeah. I was like, is that
like someone on his team? You thought?
No, I was like, Frank Bruner. You've got Mitch. You're a genius.
Yeah. And Sonia artist Frank Bruner.
He's amazing. And then no, it was Rob Bruce.
Yep.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah, and you gave him a table, and it was funny because Mitch gave him a table, and he's like, why can't I go to the green room? He's like, because you got a free table.
Yeah, pick one. Pick one. And he ordered 3 shrimp cocktails. 3 shrimp cocktails from the Mohegan Sun. And I was like, I got the bill. I'm like, what the?
You can curse. Go ahead.
What the fuck? Who the fuck is eating shrimp cocktails? Like they're going out of style, you know? But,
yeah, I know. I was like, and I'm like, you're a vegetarian, and vegetarians don't. He's like, no, I'm a pescatarian this week.
Was he a vegetarian?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me? Because I mean, how do you know that he was a vegetarian? Don't worry, he was going to tell you. So yeah.
Well, remember he had that tentacle that
Duraflame log. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, wow, is that thing moving on its own? It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Crazy. And you know what? That was the year Rene Auberginois was there too. Or was that a different year?
No, Rene was there. He was amazing as well.
It might have been the year after that because Tony Todd was there too. And I remember we had Rene Auberginois, and he was the voice of Spider-Man on that rock comic that came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
Remember that with that white cover with John Romita Sr. art on it?
Yes.
It's
hard being Spider-Man.
Time out. Put the comics college hat on. What are you talking about?
There was
I have it here.
There was an LP, Spider-Man. It's hard being a superhero.
No,
it's hard being. No, it was
that's a different one. This was just called the Rock Comic. The one you're talking about, Peter Parker standing in front of a mirror, and Spider-Man's on the other side.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the red cover where, yes, he's in the middle of the web.
Yeah, and he meets Doctor Strange, and they fight the Kingpin, and Aunt May's kidnapped and stuff. And there's music in it, and it's like, gotta be a hero tonight. Or I can't think of the music right now, but it was cool, man. It was called a Rock Comic, ROCKOMIC, and it had a white cover. And John Romita Sr. did the artwork for it, and Spidey's in the web shooting the web out at you. And Rene Auberginois played Peter Parker / Spider-Man on that album.
I couldn't be more. I was fanboying out about Rene being there. I was like, oh my God.
That's so
I'm like, can I just follow you around for the entire? He's like, oh my God. He's like,
I've got in your entourage.
Yeah, he's like, wow, you're quite the fanboy. I'm like, yes, I am. Like, because I asked him about being in the audiobook of World War Z. I'm like, you are my favorite part of that whole book. And because he was, channeling his French roots. He's like, oh. And I was like, yes, you are awesome. And you're Odo, for God's sakes.
And he was Father Mulcahy in the
You were. He was the original Father Mulcahy.
They go red. Yeah. That's what they called him. Yep. Anyway,
we got a question from the audience from you. Keith Medlock would like to know what your favorite bit from Comic Book Men was, if you have one.
The one that I was on is Indiana Jones.
Of course. Well, why wouldn't you say that?
With me? If it wasn't that one, it might have been when Mike met George Perez. That was a great one.
That was, oh my God.
Yep.
Mike's face, he just dropped to the floor, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And we had Perez here 10 years ago. God bless his soul. 10 years ago, he was at my show in Bridgeport. The nicest guest ever. And all the things that he would teach people, I try to emulate that because he would come early. He would stay late. He made sure everybody got a chance to meet him. He talked to everybody. He treated everybody the same with top quality class and like they were the most important person in the room at that time. If you ever wanted a lesson in hospitality and how to treat human beings, you just looked at what George did because that guy was like a saint. He literally was a saint.
Oh my God. First time I ever met him was in Chicago, Wizard World, 2001. And he was working for CrossGen, and that's when he moved down to Florida, working at CrossGen, and they paid for him to do sketches for everybody online. They capped the line, but there were like 200 of us, and he was there for 8 hours doing sketches for people. I'm like, holy crap, because I was expecting to pay like $400 for a sketch from him. Gave it to me for free.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was CrossGen. They were paying for everything.
Still.
I was like, holy crap. So he was there, and he was starting to get a little shaky. So I went and grabbed him an orange and like apple juice because I knew I
diabetic.
Yeah. He was diabetic. And he's like, oh, that was really sweet of you. I'm like, not at all. I said, for God's sakes, you're here and you're not taking a break.
You took his kindness principles and applied it to him.
Yeah, of course.
That's so dope.
You have to because he was just.
No, I tell you, he was supposed to come here in 2019, I think it was, and he got sick. He had a lot of heart problems as well, so he couldn't make it. So he felt so bad canceling. He actually made a Wonder Woman print. And he signed like 300 of them and said, here, give them out to the people that were coming to see me. I mean, nobody does that stuff. The guy wasn't even here, but he felt so bad that he had to cancel because he was in the hospital with a heart condition, but he still wanted to make sure people were happy. Yeah. And everything was all like, was everybody happy? And I mean, look, I've had a lot of guests. I don't think anybody comes close to that type of care for his fans like George did, you know?
So you set the bar high.
I know he was he was one of a kind. I mean, Jim Lee is also right up there because he also just goes.
Yeah, he's coming. He'll be here next Saturday. He'll be here signing autographs for everybody too. Very rare appearance. Scotty Young will be here too. I don't think he's been on the East Coast in years.
Very nice. Jim Steranko used to make sure that his all of his fans got the service, and he would also do contract hits on people. So
he would. That guy's crazy. Yeah,
I love Jim.
We did a dinner with Steranko. It was supposed to start at 8:00 and go to 11. It started at 9 and ended at 3 in the morning.
Of course it did, and it probably ended with an orgy.
No, and he was still going. I mean, I was exhausted. I had to get up at like 6, for Saturday's show. And he goes, "Come on, fellas, where are we going, amigos?" Because the casino doesn't close. And he literally looked like he walked off. He had his turtleneck with the gray double-breasted, the boots on. He looked like he walked out of the Rat Pack movie from the 60s.
Oh, oh, my God,
walking around, snapping the fingers, drinking the tiger blood like it was going out of style. Yeah. Steranko. It sounds like an aftershave lotion from the 70s, doesn't it? Like
I like that. Sterank orgy. Sterank orgy. That's good.
You just got up, you drew a X-Men cover, you shot 12 polar bears, and now you're going to go to an orgy. Slap on some Steranko.
I'd watch that biopic.
I would, yeah. You're kidding? It writes itself.
Who would play him, though?
Who would play Steranko?
Carrot Top. I'm going
you got really great hair for it, Mitch.
I do. Yeah, but I don't have. The guy is wiry and strong as a
shrink down a little bit. He is like 5'3".
Yeah.
Gray hair, I'm assuming.
Very gray hair. And he was also the reason for
Can we just put agents in makeup?
Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, the escape artist. Yeah.
Jack Kirby based Mr. Miracle on
Steranko.
Yeah,
Steranko was an escape artist. He was a guitar player. He was a hitman for the guys had more jobs than anybody. Yeah,
he was a magician,
magician.
Just go down the list.
Yeah,
a book publisher, and he would tell stories. I mean, I don't know if they were real or like he reimagined a movie. It just doesn't matter. Steranko told it, so it had to be true.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
and if it wasn't true then, it was true after he told it.
Wouldn't exactly
like the universe manifested its realness.
I told you the Bob Kane story about him.
Yeah, he punched Bob Kane.
It's very true. Slapped him right on his bald head.
He went after Mike Richardson as well.
Really?
He's like 6'10", from Dark Horse, Mike Richardson, and Steranko tried to take a swing at him, I heard, and missed though, because you need a ladder to get up to the guy. But
wait, he punched him right in his kneecap.
He tried to get to him, but he missed. So
maybe someone could do like a fastball special, just pick him up and throw him at the guy.
I was hoping that was going to be in the movie, but they did not do the fastball special.
No.
I heard they were going to, but
well, what are you gonna do?
So you guys write the script. I'll produce it.
Very
we'll
cool.
get someone of better than I am as a director to do it.
Surgeon pilot pro wrestler. 1 week
remember the guy Harvey Picar from American? Yeah. Imagine if he teamed up with Steranko and a road pitcher. That would have been.
Well, I think that he would. I think Steranko would probably kill him, gut him.
Yeah, he would have killed Picar real quickly.
Wear a Picar suit around like
he would skin him and wear his skin like Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
Right, yeah.
American Splendor.
You were painted. The picture that I have in my head of this man is so wild to me.
You don't know who Steranko is?
Come on, man. I've been explained who he is. I'm just still picturing and the stories are also forming what I think of him. It's just so funny to me.
Did you ever watch the Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah.
He's Baby Billy. Baby Billy. Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers. That's him. And Jim Steranko's Bible Bunkers.
I like when he emails you. It's like at 3 a.m. So you literally got to wait up just to get to these emails because they'll come in the next day. I'm like, wait, he was up at 3 a.m. and it's like, hey, amigo, Steranko. And when you read it, you hear it in his voice. I'm like, oh my God. It's like it's talking to me, And it's
you hear Jim Steranko's voice as Johnny Depp as Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. That would be a good one.
Oh my God. You get one of those things. You're like, is he in Bad Country?
Oh, really
he
need
is.
to write this script. Just do it.
Oh my
Mike,
God,
I've taught you so much.
I'm telling you.
You should just do it.
Uncle Baby Billy. That's right, Uncle Baby Billy.
Steranko's not here this year, but other people are, though.
Of course.
Mohegan Sun on August 16th to the 18th.
Is there anybody coming this year that has been like a dream get for you that you haven't had the opportunity to have before?
Besides Jim Lee, besides Adam Hughes will be there. I've always wanted Adam here. I've talked to him for years. Big Indiana Jones fan. Let's see who else. Scotty Young I mentioned already. Wade. I've never had Wade here before. Jason Aaron. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. A lot of them. I'm trying to think of. There's an old artist that I've never had. I do have coming. Al Milgram, which Al's come a couple times. And Al's one of those love to hate guys because there was books in the 80s. I'm sorry, and I've told Al this too. He drew the worst Hulk I've ever seen in my life because you get that Hulk with the Rocket Raccoon. You're like, oh my God, what is that? And then you open it up. It's like, oh, the inside's not so bad. And I saw Milgram doing a commission one day at a show. And this guy comes up to him and he goes, hey, is that mine? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, could you hurry up? I have to leave at 1:00. And Al goes, well, do you want me to draw it good or do you want me to draw it bad? Because it's the same amount of time. And the guy goes, I guess good. He goes, yeah, okay, we'll see what we could do. And he just goes along his way.
Same amount of time, huh? Wow.
Yeah, that's Milgram.
I don't think that I would put that on a T-shirt, for my business.
Good or bad,
but hey,
same amount of time. But Al's a sweetheart. He's got stories. You should get him on the show sometimes. He knows more about the Marvel Universe than ever before. Speaking of knowing about Marvel Universe, Ralph Macchio's coming to the show, and not the Karate Kid.
We know. We had
good. Because when I posted it, I saw people going, "Oh my God, he looks so much different than on that TV show." I go, "Oh my God."
So yeah, you people just have never read a comic book.
Clue.
I didn't think so. So thanks so much. They're killing me.
There's still a couple of people out there that I haven't had at the show, but I'm going to someday.
Fantastic. Who are we looking at?
Besides John Byrne.
Jeff Johns, maybe?
Jeff Johns would be cool. Jeff Johns would be very cool to have at the show.
Cool.
I'm thinking of Bill Sienkiewicz. I love Bill.
He's not unlocal. He
used to be.
Larry.
the week the time you were here at the show here in Trumbull, Connecticut, the Marriott, Bill was supposed to be here because he lived in Stamford, which is about 30 minutes away, and he was going to be there. So I called him up and said, "Hey, buddy, where are you?" He goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, I moved." I'm like, "Okay, where'd you move to?" He goes, "L.A." I go, "Oh, well, that's a bit of a bus trip." He's like, "Oh, I totally forgot. I'm so sorry." So
yeah,
I've been trying to get him here since then, but we'll see.
That's Stanko trivia question.
It's a Steranko effect.
Hey,
kids, it's a Steranko effect.
Where's that from?
It's a Steranko. I have no clue. I'm sorry.
The sound effect. Let me see. It's probably when the Hulk fought Captain America.
Hey kids, it's a Steranko effect.
Where's that? I didn't see that.
Do you know where that is from? That's what Silver Knight Kyle wants to know.
No, I'm sorry, I don't know that.
Let us know.
Question. Yes.
Did they win a prize if they know? Does Jim Steranko come over to your house and slap you silly?
No, he slashes your throat with a sharpened silver dollar.
That sounds like a horrible advertisement. Hey kids, it's like this. It's the latest game. Yes. You win. What's the prize?
Yes,
the Steranko effect.
No, I just saw him on a video. There's another YouTube show. I know people shouldn't watch anything besides this show, but if they go to something called Comic Book Historians, there was a recent interview with Jim at a show, and they were asking him, what was it like to work with Stan Lee? Did Stan Lee really write all that stuff? And he gets so fired up. He looks into that camera and he goes, "There's these sons of bitches out there that talk about Stan. They never knew Stan. I knew Stan. I was this close to Stan, and he did everything for the Marvel way. If I hear these people talk about Stan in a bad way, I'm gonna find him." It's like, whoa.
It's like, hey, you know what? That's
I'm down. Take the blue pill.
Yeah, that's all right. Listen up there, coaches. We got you.
Listen,
little baby Billy.
Ask him some questions like that, and you'll get the Steranko effect.
Yeah, exactly. Baby Jimmy.
Anyway, besides comic book people, Michael, I'm going to segue into movie stars. We've got Charlie Cox coming, Mike.
Excellent. Because there's no Cox like Charlie Cox.
This is the 60th year of The Man Without Fear.
Damn straight. And yes, that's going to be pretty damn awesome.
That would be Daredevil.
Yes, we know. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Daredevil is, I have a tangential connection to Daredevil. We know him.
What's that?
My boss used to write him. You know, stuff like that.
That's right.
He did.
And speaking of him, there's David Mack who's coming to the show. Now, David Mack created Echo. I think, did he do some of the coverage? I think he took over after Kevin left the series.
Yes,
and then David took it, and then he got Bendis a job at Marvel writing comic books because Bendis
took over.
Yep, an artist. He was trying to be an artist,
and he was better as he had a.
Quesada said, "Who's this horrible artist? But he's a great storyteller." And then they got him a job. So that's true. So he will be here. David Mack is coming, but we were talking Daredevil. One of the people I want to talk about is Colby Smulders, Michael. Maria Hill.
Yes, the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. herself. And How I Met Your Mother. Love her.
That's true. Yeah, she's there. See, I know her more of the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. than How I Met Your Mother. But
I have a picture of me with a hover hand on her back because
because of space.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I love you, Colby Smulders. So
well, there's that. The restraining order has been lifted, so you could come on up. Tom Welling will be here.
Oh my God, Superman himself. Very nice.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Smallville himself.
Well,
Superman. He's Clark Kent, for God's sakes.
Oh, one of the other ones from A View Askew universe too, actually. Michael Rooker. Fans might know him as the man with the chocolate-covered pretzels from Mallrats.
Or they might know him as Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. Yondu himself will be here. Or Merle from The Walking Dead will be here.
Yeah, he's got quite the nerd resume.
He does.
Yes. And don't you have Brian O'Halloran coming up?
I was just going to segue into that. Yes, the man who propriates that store sign right behind you, the Quick Stop. Dante himself will be here.
Yeah. Spoilers in ghostly form now. So
I know he glows blue like a Jedi. So
You've got a like hologram effect set up where he's going to be. He actually can't sign anything because the pen will go right through.
Yeah, but he still take your money because
he will take your money there. Speaking of old time stuff, Erik Estrada and Larry Wilcox.
God,
it's not Charlie Cox, it's a Wilcox, and that Wilcox will
Charlie Wilcox. Yeah, that's awesome.
Chips.
I love that.
Chips.
And do you have their captain there? Do you have?
No,
do you have Robert Pine?
No, Chris Pine's dad. Captain Kirk's dad. I did not book Mr. Kirk.
Oh, bummer.
Damn. I know. What are you going to do?
There's always
save something for next year. There's always next year, you know.
Of course, you can get Charlene Tilton next year.
No. Speaking of princesses from days gone by, Daphne Zaninga will be here, aka
very nice
Princess Vespa from
Vespa. That's right. And the Sure Thing. She was also one of my favorites.
Was she the Sure Thing, or was that
no, that was Nicolette Sheridan.
Oh.
No,
really?
You're thinking
no.
Ione Skye was from was the that other
the one with he holds the boombox above his head.
Yeah, what was that?
That's the kid with the big head I saw at the Mohegan years ago.
Gone South.
Cusack.
Yeah, John Cusack.
Oh.
But that was he was Lloyd Dobler. Lloyd Dobler. Say anything. There you go. Say anything overnight. Saving my ass yet again. Say anything, but the Sure Thing was Nicolette Sheridan.
Who was the guy?
The guy?
Was there a guy in the movie?
Yeah, it was John Cusack and Daphne Zuniga. And his buddy, who he was going out to see in L.A., was Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, who actually lives right near me now, but I don't want to say where because people will stalk him. Goose.
Why didn't you have him there?
I thought about it. People are like, wait, he lives nearby? I go, yeah. They go, why didn't you invite him? I go, I don't know.
Because
sometimes it just doesn't cross your mind at the moment.
You know who also lives nearby? Ryan Reynolds, but I don't see him coming. It'd be great. I'm going to put that out there now. Ryan Reynolds, if you're watching, I know you are. Come on down to Mohegan Sun on August 16th to the 18th for a terrific con.
Stealing all my one-liners.
Ryan Reynolds is?
Oh, yeah.
He lives. You know where he lives? He lives in Westport, and the street address is.
Nice little doxing there. Awesome, great.
Hey, what happened to that show I like watching so much? They revealed Ryan's address. All their episodes disappeared for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. No, and it turns out that Ryan owns Red Bank now. It's really weird.
I was going to say he owns more things than God. He owns that phone. Was it gin or tequila? Something.
It was gin. Yes.
Yeah. It was like the sports team.
It wasn't an Aviator gin.
Oh, yeah, something like that. And he owns a soccer team.
Wexham.
And then he's got his
Wextonshire.
He's got his production company. He's got a couple of things cooking.
He's got that Deadpool thing going on with the Wolverine.
He's got an insanely hot wife. I mean, yeah, he's
Blake Lively.
He's got some stuff going on.
Why he keeps stealing from us, we have no idea.
Seriously, you're much funnier than I am. What the fuck?
Scarlett Johansson's first husband?
Yes.
For about a year?
Yeah, but Colin Jost is currently filling that position. What?
Okay, so who else have we got coming to the show? We've got Samoa Joe, the wrestler, who's also on Twisted Metal.
Samoa Joe.
He plays Sweet Tooth on that show. We got Sergeant Slaughter.
He lives down here. Let me dox him. He's over in Atlantic. No, I'm kidding.
Stop it. Stop it, Mike.
Let me tell you something there, kids.
I know Charles is geeking out right now for sure. Massive wrestling fan that he is.
Really? Okay. Well, bring him on. Bring him on. Bring them all down here.
Charlie
Thomas Howell will be here.
You know what? If you need references, Charles, you know who to come to because she'll listen to me. Like,
we know they're active watchers.
I do not think Scarlett Johansson will be at the show this year.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, you know what? Out. You know what'd be really cool if she comes in one of those horses. She wears like one of those horses' heads and like walks around.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We have we have great cosplayers at the show.
I've done cosplay. Remember,
a judge.
I was a judge. Yeah, for that guy who was extraordinarily confident for he was wearing a Riddler suit.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email from him today. Yeah, Benji.
There you go. Extraordinarily confident. Didn't have any right to be, but he was extraordinarily confident.
And he was circumcised because we could tell.
And exactly.
Oh my God.
And he had 43 cents in his pocket. The pennies were from 1943, 1958.
Yeah, and a mosquito bite too, because they were we saw everything.
Damn. Okay.
I'm telling you.
He was confident. I don't think I'd be able to put that outfit on, but he was a Riddler.
Confident. I loved it.
Yeah. But we've gone beyond that now. We've got, more cosplayers that they'll be at the Mohegan Sun. Plus, what we got? We got comic books up the yin yang.
Damn straight you do. You know who else you got? You got Chris Campana coming, which you didn't name.
Love Chris.
And Joe Prada.
Joe Prada will be there. That's right.
Joe Prado's coming.
Adriana Mello will be there as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But right off the top of your head, because I know you're not reading it off of a chart.
I'm not reading off anything. I do the website, so I know all these people. So
exactly. Yeah, you know how to spell their fucking names. That's great.
I do. Oh, well, there's one that was a little bit of a task. Stephanie Jukowski. She was a Vulcan on Picard. And she's on Doom Patrol. She plays Hammerhead, I think it is, the character.
Awesome. Great.
I didn't watch Doom Patrol.
So. No, I heard great things about it. I'm a big fan of Alan Tyduck. So.
Yes, the Kite Man. I love that guy. He's not coming to the show, though.
Is he the Kite Man?
Next year, maybe.
He's the voice of Kite Man, yeah.
Is he Kite Man? I thought he was Joker.
No. He's Kite Man.
Alan Tyduck?
Well, in the Harley Quinn animated show.
On the Harley Quinn animated. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, word.
But now Kite Man has his
own show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So I don't know if is he the voice of
we got Google
of Chuck?
Somebody will know. Somebody watching this. People have no lives.
Overnight Kyle. He's our
come on, buddy.
He's our fact checker. He'll look it up.
Yeah, what's going on? Come on, come on, Silver Knight for fuck's sake, come on.
No, he's not coming to the show, but was gonna come to the show, but he canceled. But he'll be here next year. Dave DeSmalchin.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Mike Zapsik. I was like, I canceled. Damn, I didn't even know I was coming.
Well, my wife asked me tonight. I said, "Oh, I'm going on Zapsik's show." She goes, "Is Mike coming next week?" I go, "Somebody's got to run the secret stash. He's not going."
That's true. It can't be me. You tell your wife I said hello.
I will tell Sharon you said hey. She's like, "Oh, that guy." I'm like,
"Oh yeah, the guy who actually, yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
dark hair on that show.
Yeah,
and he went gray overnight. It was weird."
Yeah, the one who showed up and didn't cancel because of syphilis.
Oh no, that's the other guy.
He decided not to show up. One of the other guys decided.
Yeah, one guy, he just didn't show up. I'll tell you what, you guys, I think it's on YouTube somewhere. There's a video of the Comic Book Men panel. And he who should not be named said a joke that was so hysterical, I almost fell off the chair laughing. We were in the panel and we were taking questions from the audience about the Comic Book Men season that was coming up. And there was a kid in the hallway screaming for the mom or dad or something was going on out there. And you just heard, ah, 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 and then you heard nothing. And the one that looked like he fell off the Duck Dynasty cast list, he said, wasn't that girl that was in New York? I can't remember her name, but he mentioned it. And I lost it on that one. Remember there was a woman, unfortunately, she screamed and no one helped her.
Yeah, Kitty Genovese.
Kitty Genovese.
You never get enough of those Kitty Genovese.
No, but he just looked and he goes, doesn't anybody remember what happened to Kitty Genovese? And I looked at him and he goes, I think it just happened now. And I just thought that was extremely insane and weird. And I laughed.
It was very odd. And yes.
It's not something you bring up in conversation a lot. It's like, what?
No, why would you?
He did.
Well, I mean, why would a normal person? That's what I'm asking.
Well, he wasn't normal. So
Steranko effect. Oh my God! Wow, that's actually we're looking at the Steranko effect.
What was the answer to that?
Jim Steranko effect. It's from Strange.
Oh,
it's from Strange Adventures number 87.
I probably have that in my stuff back here.
Of course you do.
Oh my God, Neil Adams! What a trip he used to be.
Love Neil. Neil was. You've
had him at your cons.
Oh my God, I had him every year, and he used to steal everyone's tables. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he was great. Oh my God, Neil was. We had Neil at the old stash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to do a signing.
Was Shadowboxed? I always get that confused with whose that was.
No, the Shadowbox. No.
Okay.
No, we had a bunch of his pictures behind the counter on the Comic Book Men. It was with Green Arrow and Green Lantern.
Yeah, the green. Yep.
Okay.
And also the Muhammad Ali Superman.
The Muhammad Ali Superman, yeah. Hey, I forgot to mention, and I'm remiss if I don't, we have another legend coming this year. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez will be in the house, my man.
My God, I love that man. He is the true unsung hero of 1970s comic books.
Could draw anything.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, yeah.
Could draw and did draw everyone. He is amazing. They're actually coming out with his style guide, which I've got like 5 coming in for the stash.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, his entire style.
Any T-shirt, any toy, anything you ever saw with a DC character on it in the 70s
Justice
and 80s,
League, you saw
his
the
artwork.
That was his.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he did like tons of stuff for all of the DC the calendars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like 1976, the year of Jose Luis. Yeah, it's like
we're actually giving him an award, saying thank you for all the art.
He needs he doesn't need our awards.
No, but you know what? I always tell people, they go, "Why do you do the show so much?" I go, "I hope you take the opportunity to why these people are still here to talk to them and actually say these words, thank you." Because I don't think they've heard it enough. I mean, how many people have read
you're absolutely right.
decades of comics and they just take it for granted that there was a guy writing and drawing this stuff, and this is them now. So
as much as the MCU has like helped bolster comic books as a whole, unfortunately, writers and artists kind of haven't really ridden that wave with it too much. And I think you're right. Like I like that a lot of this is really putting the spotlight on most of these comic book creators.
You know what? I misspoke. What I really wanted to say was let's give them cash instead of awards.
Well, there's that.
Let's give them more cash.
Jake will take credit cards as well. So
yes, of course he will. I mean, he's got Venmo for cards.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he'll take your money, kids. But
the dawn of credit. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Mitch, I hope you have a fantastic. We're actually almost out of time.
I know. I'm going to have a terrific time, Mike. Not fantastic.
You're gonna have. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck, fantastic. You're gonna have a terrific con, is what you're gonna do. And a boy,
right there. Too.
I know it was out of reach for me though. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here like trying to not let Ryan Reynolds steal all my shit anymore. So
well, hold on. I'll steal.
That's who's banging on the door.
That son of a bitch.
Go away. We're closed.
Look, see, there it is. Terrificon. Right there.
Oh, that's the one.
New poster drawn by Jerry Ordway. There I am. And what is it an homage to, Michael?
What is that? That's that looks like Daredevil.
Daredevil number one. Yeah. That's right. That's why we did it.
Yeah. See? It's DD number 1.
Mike knows his comics. That's why we did that.
Oh yeah, he does.
that's why you did it just for me. Oh my God. Look at that.
Daredevil, buddy. Daredevil.
Is that a glow in the dark?
Oh
my God! Look at that. Those are things of beauty.
Selling that shit. Come on, man.
So where can the people
where are we getting
your
tickets?
Stuff? Where are we getting tickets?
Yeah, let's get.
I'll be on the rest stop on I-95 in stall number 3.
The Glory Hole. Yes. No,
if you want, I will take credit cards. Yes. No. Take a go
next to the Glory Hole.
Ticketmaster. Well, you go to Terrificon.com. That's Terrificon.com. And you can find out where to get tickets. They're available at comic book shops. I should have sent them down to the stash.
I would have sold them. I would have sold the hell out of them.
Shit ton of them. But anyway, yeah, they can buy them at comic book shops, or you can go to Ticketmaster.com and pay those big expensive convenience fees that I get no money from.
Can they buy at the door?
You can buy at the door. Absolutely.
Cool.
If they're not sold out.
That's a chance I don't think you want to take. So folks, Terrificon.com.
Buy early, buy surly.
And buy multiples.
Buy bonds.
Yeah, they make a lovely stocking stuffer. Actually, you should sell now for next year for the stocking stuffers. Exactly. Love it.
I'm like,
it was so good to have you, Mitch. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh my God, I'm being hypnotized.
I've got to do another one of these things at 9:00 with Billy Tucci. So I got to go in the back room and get all coked up and get all wired. I'm sorry. Was that on? Is this live?
Sorry, buddy. Yeah,
look at that hair. It almost looks real.
Yeah.
The audience forgot. We're good.
Yeah.
You
were hypnotizing them like we were right there. So, Mitch, thank you so much. We will talk to you later.
Adios.
Bye.
Man. I've never met someone who I think that you should do a podcast with more.
Me and Mitch?
Yeah.
All right.
I think that you guys would do so well together.
So you're like, I'm out of here.
No, not at all. I'm literally like you guys.
You want to be the voice of God?
Would love to. I'd be honored. God. I would gladly introduce the fuck out of that podcast.
Oh, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Mike Zapcic and Mitch Halleck's podcast.
And we just sit there and stare at each other.
Exactly.
That's not saying one goddamn word.
It's the Stanko effect.
Not the stank effect, the Steranko effect. Oh my God. It's the stank effect. Can you smell it?
I had Silver Knight Kyle on the mind. All these fucking landfill comments are fucking preoccupying my brain.
Very nice.
Does anybody else think that guy looks like Jay Leno?
I think everybody. Yeah, I thought he was Jay Leno, which is why I agreed to go to his con in the first place. I'm like, Jay Leno just invited me to a fucking con,
and then you showed up, and fucking Ryan Reynolds is there.
Yeah, he's like, you know what, Zapcic? I knew you were coming.
You fell into my trap.
Yes, this has all been cleverly devised just for your demise, Mike Zapcic.
We've been trying to reach you in regards to that vision you tried to ship through Amazon.
Exactly. You know, you might be entitled to compensation if you were at Camp Lejeune, Mike Zapcic. Like, yes, I was. God damn it.
I'm now realizing why we don't wear headphones very often, because I heard that personally, bro.
Whoa,
you made eye contact.
All right, that was much better.
Oh, man.
Mitch Halleck just told me to go fuck myself. There you go. I just got a text. Hey, thanks for having me on. Go fuck yourself. All right, cool.
All right, perfect. But thank you, everybody, again for tuning in to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. It is always a pleasure to be nerdy with you guys. Mike, it is always a pleasure. Always good to see you. We will see you guys next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Ryan Reynolds, kiss your wife good night for me. Holy shit. He's telling you to fuck off, Ryan Reynolds. Can you believe that?
Oh, but he'll take it lovely and be like, oh, it's a compliment.
I know. Yeah, he will.
You know how he does.
Of course. Later, folks.
Take care, everybody. Good night.
Hey, kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat, and we're gonna smash. Come on in, and I assure you that we're open shoe polish on our signs, cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through.